Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to an all-new TAETRO live stream. Thank you for joining us here on a Saturday morning, or at least Saturday morning for me. Maybe it's afternoon for you. Maybe it's even Sunday for you. Who can say? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being here. We have a fun stream laid out for us this morning. We're going to be looking at some of what y'all have created for the Pianobook x Beattober bounty. Basically, folks, we're tasked with uploading some... Here, let me bring it up here. Got the Pianobook Discord over here, which I don't know much about this community, but I know they make lots of packs. We got some cool Spitfire prizes to go to give away later today. So some folks went ahead and downloaded the sounds, made some videos, and then a handful of people actually uploaded some samples, like some single one-shot sounds that are really cool. So my plan today,
like softest music to attending ears, like
my
softest
plan
music
is to download some of these samples today and to make a beat with them. Oh, I even uploaded a sample. Work with some of these samples, make a beat, then I'm gonna review. We're gonna pick some winners for the prizes. I think that, to be honest, it was a little complicated, this Beattober bounty. So we are gonna figure out our best strategy for choosing 3 winners today. 3 winners, of course, will be taking home some awesome Spitfire audio packs. Very good values there. So we'll figure it out. What's the link for their Discord? I'll share it right now. This is another one of those free Discords you can join. If you want to join and become a member of my channel, however, this month, all membership revenue will be going towards the Music and Youth Initiative. We're raising money all month. We're nearly halfway to our goal of raising $10,000 for the Music and Youth Initiative. A few ways that we're raising that money, because YouTube super chats and donations are only one way. One other way is by raising money through these auctions, which this custom MIDI controller auction just ended. So congrats to the winner, whoever grabbed up this custom Arturia Mini Lab Mark II. Shout out to you. That has sold, so that's adding another about $250 to our pot. For the Music and Youth Initiative, we'll have another fundraising update at on Thursday. You know, we're going to be live Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sold to the person with the money. 19 bids on that one. Now, if you missed out on that auction, however, and this does interest you, we have a couple other MIDI controllers up for auction as well, including this Akai MPK Mini, which already has 13 bids. It ends in 8 days. It's going to end during our 24-hour live stream. I'd highly suggest you jump on that if you can. And then let's see, I think the M32 has a bid on it already. Ooh, the M32 has 3 bids on it already. So you're going to want to get in on these while it's hot, because they will sell, just like you saw the Mini Lab. And all that money, all the proceeds are going to a good cause. So jump in on that. Like I said, fundraising update for you all on Thursday. I believe we're nearly halfway to our goal. So if you have a chance this morning, if you're able to, if you want to throw some money in, click that donate button below the video. If you're unable to donate through the video, you are, of course, welcome to go donate via the PayPal link we have at beattober.com/donate. And not only can you find the PayPal link there, but you can also find all the other ways that you can contribute to the cause. I know some people are picking up sample packs. I know Amelia picked up some sample packs. But all my sample packs at this link that I just dropped in the chat. Let me jump to that link real quick. Oh, and somebody else picked up a one-on-one lesson. There's 7 of these left. So all these sample packs that I've got, there's some here that have... there's some here that are free. Actually, yeah, last year's Beattober 2021 sample pack is there. Picking up a sample pack, all of this revenue will go to our charitable cause as well. There's even a 99-cent one. So if you can spare $1 or $2, or if you want to pick up one of the $5 packs, there's a $3 field recordings pack from Korea. Grab those up. $2 for 20 reface CP samples. Those are cool lo-fi samples. Or pick up your one-on-one lesson with me. This is the one. Oh, you guys can't see my screen. This is the one time a year that I do one-on-one lessons. These are all the packs. All these packs are available. Like I said, ranging from $0, pick one up for free, 99 cents. There's one for $3, $1 for this mini pack, $2. A lot of options here. So that's another way you can contribute. Channel memberships, merch from beattobershop.com. Cool hoodies, sticker packs, mugs. And that brings me to our kind of daily stream ritual here, which is our retweet bounty, because today we are going to be giving away a merch item of your choice, pending that it can be shipped to you in your country. There's some restrictions around that, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We're going to do our Go Live tweet. And every time we go live during Beattober, of course, you have the opportunity to win just by going to my Twitter and hitting retweet on this tweet I'm about to craft here. About to put some serious thought and authorship into this. Let's put the little red icon here. We are live. Flipping samples provided by the community. Jump in here. All right, head over to my Twitter, smash that retweet button, and in about 10 minutes, we will pick a random retweeter. Piccolo Black says, I didn't see the beanie. Damn. Well, go over and hit the retweet button, and you will have the maybe option to pick yourself up a beanie. Who can say? Now, am I in focus? I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say I am not in focus currently. Right? Where's my autofocus? Here we go. Come on back. There we go. It's all, you know, it's a TAETRO stream when we got a couple technical issues right off the bat. But thank you all. How are you all this morning? Is everybody drinking some coffee this morning? What are you drinking? I finished my coffee this morning. I'm on to water. Oh, and by the way, that MPK Mini that's on auction, the custom one, we're going to be using that today to make a beat. And let's clear something up right from the jump. So, like, you know what's frustrating? In my video, I talk about the sync issues with the MPK Mini and the MPK Mini Plus. What I found, with some helpful people in the comments let me know, is a feature or a situation that I didn't even know existed on the MPK Mini and the MPK Mini Plus, is that by holding the arpeggiator button, we get arpeggiator options here that normally we would just adjust by holding ARP and changing, like, you know, octave, swing, the order, the time division. Because let's just talk about good and bad design for a second. Because that's written right on the controller. 1/4, 1/8, all the arpeggiator options are written right here on the controller. So you're meant to sort of hold down the ARP button and change them here. When you do this, I know it's hard for you all to see this screen, probably nearly impossible. It says BPM 120, of course, because the Akai MPK Mini has its own BPM. So it won't automatically sync with your DAW when you plug it in, because it's at its own BPM. But who knew that if you hold down ARP and turn this sync knob, it changes to EXT, meaning external, meaning it will now be synced with your DAW. The problem with this is, when I plug this thing into USB to my computer, like pretty much every other MIDI controller in its class, it should just automatically sync. And at the very least, it should be more of an obvious feature, perhaps even a feature that is on where you would already be looking at the arpeggiator options here and not necessarily tied to these knobs. We basically have duplicated functions here on these knobs and here on the keys, except for that sync function. Just not very intuitive design, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, other controllers, you plug them in, they sync. The Donner controller syncs, the launch key syncs. So that's all I'm going to say. Peace and love, peace and love. I was indeed wrong, but was I wrong or was it just kind of bad design? I think both can be true, probably. How's Beattober going for all of you? We're in like the final 10 days, the final 9 days, really. It should feel hard at this point. I would say if it's not feeling difficult, you probably haven't pushed yourself hard enough. Or perhaps it started off difficult and you've started to get a feel for it and you've started to hit a groove. That could also be possible. Who can say? J.X says gave up after day 14. That's a shame. I think you probably could have pushed yourself to do something. Didn't have to be exactly what you were already doing for the first 14 days, but you could have found something that was possible to continue on and do. I'm feeling good to go the rest of the way. Had to take a short break due to a couple of collabs coming into the picture. As long as there's like a productive reasoning behind it, I don't see that that's a problem. One important thing that's happening, I want to remind everybody, we have about a week left or so to submit to the Beattober Awards. I'm going to be pumping this out a little more next week, Beattober Awards. But if you or somebody you know you feel fits into one of these categories, best collab, best DAWless, most improved, best original song, best live performance, best video, best finger drumming, best costume, please go ahead and go to beattober.com/awards, click the nominate a producer button and fill out the form. Like I said, can be you, can be another producer you've seen during Beattober. Go ahead and fill out the form and link to a Beattober beat that best showcases one of these things so they can be considered, or you can be considered, for a Beattober award, which we'll be announcing during our 24-hour stream sometime the 29th or the 30th. Likely on the it'll likely be one of the first things we do for the 24-hour live stream. I fell sick on the 15th of October and couldn't make anything this week. We'll resume the day after tomorrow. Yeah, sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes you get sick. It's all good. You shouldn't feel too bad about that. You should take care of your health. I have a Frank Ocean inspired beat I just created on the Orbit 2, but I'm having a hard time trying to find the best way to export the audio. Process is another good part of Beattober, figuring out the process to just make things work. So no worries there. Life got in the way, but I also don't know if I'm making excuses for myself or what. I think sometimes life can get in the way, but oftentimes we do tend to... I make excuses for myself too. Should I just video it? You should figure something out. For sure. Greetings from the Netherlands. Beginner here. Really enjoying your content. Thank you, my friend. If it is your first time joining in a live, let us know so we can say hello and greet you accordingly. If you're lurking in the background, say hello. Join us in chat. I'm new to beat making, so I get caught up in trying to make the perfect beat. Usually scratch my projects because I think they aren't good enough. The more you do that, Carlos, the slower or the longer you will be a newbie. The longer you will be an amateur. It's time to just keep going and progress. You're never going to know about your progression if you scrap every single project that you make. Sometimes the best you can do right now is the best you can do right now. Doesn't mean it's the best you can do in a year. What's up, Bobby Limes? What's up, Schizophrenic Beats? Hello, hello, hello. Spray's first time here. That's what I like to see. We love having first timers. And a reminder that we will be live Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Hey, what's up, Viral Beats? coming next week. Next week is a big week. Actually, let me look at the calendar really quick. And by calendar, I go to Google and I type in October 2022 calendar. And then I bring up an image. Let's just talk dates for a moment. So we are here on the 22nd. We're supposed to have a stream Thursday the 27th, Friday the 28th. Those will still happen. Those will still happen. I gotta pick up our special guest on the 28th. And then Saturday and Sunday, we will have our 24-hour live stream. Of course, I'm curious about when we should start. Should we start the 24-hour stream in the beginning of the day on Saturday and finish in the beginning of the day on Sunday? Or should we start later in the afternoon, later like in the evening on Saturday, and end later in the evening on Sunday? I think it has to be later in the evening, later in the afternoon on Saturday, then go all night, then pretty much streaming all day Sunday. I think that's what it needs to be. Some time zones. Yeah, time zones are always going to be a little sketch, but we'll be up all night. So if you all want to be up all night, have a little party with us. There'll be lots of fun things happening. 10/28 is my birthday. Perfect. We're streaming for your birthday, Lucas. Hey, first time to a live and pretty new to music production. Taking classes to get an audio engineering degree currently. Love the chill content. Thank you so much, Leroy Pierce. Just don't set the stream time wrongly. Peace and love, peace and love. Yes. If only I had a mod that was so astute to check if I scheduled the streams properly before 10 minutes before the stream. If only. Yes, I'll just say, we'll just say it's Joe's fault. It's either Joe or Amelia's fault. I can't decide. Yes, I scheduled today's stream for the wrong day and nobody told me. It's fine. Nobody told me. You using the MPK today? Not only we're using the MPK, we're using the custom MPK. Heck yeah. So should we get into making some music? I guess before we get into making some music, let's do our retweet bounty. We're going to give away a merch item of your choice from the merch store, pending that I can ship it to you. If I can't ship it to you with peace and love, we're going to figure something else out. But you know when we'll sort that all out? Probably like Monday or Tuesday. All right, real quick. The winner for today's retweet bounty, which I'm about to pull. I'll show you on my screen in a second. I've got the entries loaded up. If you have previously won a random drawing, you are not eligible to win. If you have won a competition by vote, you are still eligible to win a random drawing. That's what I'll say. What I was going to also say is Beattobershop.com. You're going to be able to pick an item from Beattobershop.com, pending that it can ship to your spot. Any merch that says Beattober on it, by the way, including the Phases tee, which has all the cities, not all the cities, but many of the cities people are participating in from, as well as the flagship Beattober hoodie. Anything that says Beattober on it, including the hat, the hoodie, the shirt I just showed, all of that merch will go away at the end of Beattober. So if you want to support a good cause, all the proceeds go to charity. But also, our retweet bounty winner will get, that's Twitter. Where's the Twitter picker? Let's refresh this once more. Load the tweets. Okay, continue. No extraneous. No extraneous requirements to win this. I will reach out to you on Twitter. If you do win, we'll get this all sorted out Monday or Tuesday. But here we go in 3, 2, 1, draw. And shout out to Ayush. Congrats on the win. Huge round of applause. Huge round of applause. Ayush, how much struggle are we going to have with shipping this? We'll try. I had struggle with setting it up for with Hail. We weren't able to send out merch, but we're able to get Hail a plugin. So if that's the case, we'll pull the same deal here. But we'll try to figure it out. I'll try to figure it out. I'm at a club? For winning today's Beattober, today's retweet bounty, you've won an item of your choice from http://beattober.com beattobershop.com. We're gonna figure it out, Ayush. We're gonna figure it out. If you're not watching TAETRO in the club, you might as well unsubscribe. That's what I say. Peace and love, peace and love. I have to sneeze, it's coming. But anyway, what I would like to do is get started making some music. Oh gosh. There we go. All right. Moving on. Let's kill the background music for now. Thank you. Thank you. So what we have here on Discord are some samples. Now I do have to say, some of you uploaded loops. Like these last two are loops. I think we're mostly going to be using some one-shot samples today. But if you go to beattober.com/bounty, we have one bounty left after today. And it's the Lander bounty. And that one specifically, uploading loops is great for. So anyone who uploaded a sample to this one in general, you can go ahead and upload to our other bounty and just have more chances to win. But let's go ahead and start by downloading some of these. Why does that open in another thing? I'm going to download all of these one-shot samples to start. Download, download, download. Do you think we can use all of these in a single beat is my question. Guess we'll find out. I'm going to try my best. I'm not going to this one because it's a zip file. Camfork Horizon. If I gotta watch it, if I gotta watch a tutorial on how to do it, it ain't happening. Here we go. Oh, there's contact multi-instrument for that one. That's cool. But you all can take advantage of the stuff people have posted here. Of course, you can go into this Discord and download all the same exact samples. I'm gonna hold off on those loops at the bottom. All right, so real quick, let me grab all those and put them into a folder so we can easily open them in live, and then we'll get to making some music. All right, all right. Hope your Saturday is going well. I wonder if anybody has some big plans for the weekend. I do not have any big plans for the weekend. Do not have any big plans for the foreseeable future of Beattober, because is there any time to focus on anything else? No. But I did buy this camera. And I'm excited to try something new. You notice it's got lenses on both sides. It's the Insta360 camera. So it's got 360 view. You can go into the app and edit it. So like, it's not to make a 360 video, but it's so like I can put this camera somewhere and you can get a panoramic view of where I am. So I figure if I'm out on a cool location making a beat, it's always cool to film myself making the beat, of course, but it's also cooler to show the environment. So wouldn't it be cool if I'm making the beat and then I can pan around and show you? the view. So I haven't really tried it. I tested it for like 5 minutes this morning. The app is very, very intuitive. So that's coming soon. With the invisible tripod, yes, you put it on like a stick, and if you're holding the stick out like this and it's filming me, you would think you'd be able to see the stick. However, it has like this technology where it eliminates the stick. So it looks like you're just being filmed by like a drone, essentially. We're going to try that out. Of course, we're going to try that out. I just know like once Beattober is over, I'm ready to do some creative pushing with my content in the channel and my music in general. So this, when I saw like Casey Neistat's video on the Insta360 and I saw what other people are posting with it, I kind of was reminded of like, okay, if back in the day when my channel first started, I would probably be like, dang, I should get that. I could make cool videos with it. Rather than kind of just being comfortable with my current setup. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's up. I also thought it would be cool with the 360 functionality if I'm on this side of the camera and then I film a take where I'm on this side of the camera playing a different part. Could I edit those together and pan between myself and myself? You know what I mean? I think it would be a challenge, but especially with syncing the music. But that kind of challenge, that kind of figuring it out is what makes things exciting. All right, I'm about to open up Ableton Live. Yes, I know you can't see it yet, but I'm going to have it for you in a minute as soon as I get this sample here. So I've got all these samples. Let's see what we can do. As usual, if you have questions along the way with our music making process here, feel free to ask them. I'll do my best to get to them. Please don't spam any comments or questions. I'll do my best. Wow. Oh, that's a lot. How do I join the Discord? You can join my Discord by joining the channel, clicking that join button, becoming a channel member. Wow, that's a lot. All right, so this sample is G. So I'm just gonna go ahead and transpose it to C. Well, let me hear the next one. The first one is the best one, I think. I'm just gonna transpose it to C so it's easier to work with. All I do is, you know, if you want to do this at home, transpose a sample, right? If the actual sample is G, but we want it to equal C, we can either count down or count up. So here's G, then how many keys in between? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can transpose up 5. And that's here. Transpose up 5, and then C will equal C. You want to test that. If you want to make sure that you're right, load in a tuner. And there's C. Again, if it's at 0, we're going to have G, because Sakai labeled it. If I do up 5, we'll be at C. The next thing I like to do when working with a sample like this is raise that release time. Hello, Beisha. Just started with the music theory series about like episode 5 and want to know what you think optimal chord progressions are. Do we need to have major and minors, or can we choose just one? I recommend you continue watching the music theory series and don't get ahead of yourself with questions, and don't ask and those types of questions. Follow along with the series and listen to what I say. And if that question comes to you naturally based on what I say, great. But that question will not come to you naturally based on what I say in that series, because that's not really a question. That's not really the question you want to be asking. If you want to study good chord progressions, if you want to figure out what makes a good chord progression, you should listen to songs that you think have good chord progressions, and then you should study those chord progressions, figure out what those chord progressions are, either by looking online for some chord charts for that song or by using your ears and figuring out the chord progression for that song. But this question of what are like optimal chord progressions, that's not a thing. And do we a combination of major and minors? Pretty much any good chord progression is going to have a combination of majors and minors. But again, this is not a question you need to be asking, especially at this stage. So we can, of course, start making this sound our own. Now I'm just going to boost the gain there, just so it's as loud as it can possibly be. Please use the lighter flicker somehow. I uploaded it. I definitely will. I'm starting with sort of like melodic and harmonic sounds. So what could we make out of this? It's already a nice pad sound, right? Of course, adding a big reverb to it. Maybe some width. Hey, Sage Reynolds Music donated Canadian $20. Thank you. Techno great. Our first dono of the day. Thank you for donating and supporting the Music and Youth Initiative. Thank you. As you all know, all donations are going to support the Music and Youth Initiative throughout the month of Beattober. We could add some delay to it. We could add maybe an auto filter. I just am looking for a little motion or something like that. Let's see what we can do. Also, who wants to throw a BPM out for us today? First one I saw was 85. Thank you, Gary. All right, let's not spend too much time on each sound. I want to just see if I can get a few sounds out. I think that auto filter is like a little bit aggressive. I'll pull the amount back. Chorus, says Samuel Messiah. Yeah, I'll add some chorus in. Good idea. Yo, Joe Exhale, I see your question, but don't be coming in chat just immediately typing with all caps being your first chat. Act like a normal person. It just kind of screams like, hey, you're all having a good time and having a good conversation, but me, look at me. Fix my problem. Oh, this is actually really nice. My bad. That was funny. I'm going to bail on the auto filter, I think. I don't mind it. All right, that's cool. I don't mind what I did with that. I like the sample. All right, anyway, I've just got a bunch of these simplers, by the way, and simpler is available in all the versions of Ableton Live. So if you wanted to follow along and do this at home, you could literally do this because all those samples are available for download in the Pianobook. This one is very interesting. In the Pianobook Discord. What's up with everybody in their G tuning? So this one, being that it has some rhythmic element to it, what will ultimately happen is, as I play different notes on the keyboard, that rhythm will change because it's playing the sample faster and slower depending on the pitch. But if we warp it, now that rhythm will be the same. One thing that I think would be cool is what happens if we reverse this sample. You reverse it. I think that's actually pretty cool. And we do even have the opportunity to bring the gain up now. All right, I like that. I didn't really do much to it. I mean, of course, we could... What happens if we add more? Delay will add another element of rhythm. Let's have it be like a more straight rhythm. And every time we use a sample like this, we're going to end up stretching the sound. Stretching, shrinking the sound just to get it in the right pitch and right rhythm. And that will cause a very specific kind of sound with some artifacts in there that makes it sound like we've stretched the sample. Arsh, you're getting timed out again. You got timed out last stream, but this is not the place to come and spam your messages about this MIDI keyboard versus that MIDI keyboard. There's so many more interesting things happening on this stream right now. I promise it will matter so much more to you if you just pay attention to what we're doing than what MIDI controller is better than what MIDI controller. You're probably not going to buy one anyway. Let's be honest. If you're asking that question in 2022, you're not about to buy one. I love that sound. That's great. I saw some questions about getting into that Discord. Yeah, so this Pianobook Discord where these samples are is free to join. It is different from my Discord. And I can share it by doing this. Invite people. Here you go. You want the sounds? Go to that Discord. All right, that was cool. So that sample sounds good. See how we can go and make samples our own? We've tuned samples, we've reversed them. Let's keep on going with some of these. This one is good. I'm just going to wait to use it as a rhythmic element. There's the bell. That one's a little more difficult to work with because it's like a chord progression. Wow. Wait, is that the one that's the one we just used? No. It's a little bit similar in the way that it's got that shaky edge to it. So it's at D3, so if we bring it down, 1, 2, we'll be at C. I wonder if arpeggiating this would be fun. It's quite dreamy, right? Again, I'm always kind of like going to a delay to sort of add to our tail here, because we do have some limitations in working with samples when, especially like arpeggiating it, it's not playing through the whole sample, right? Until I release. Because it's going back and repeating. But as soon as I release it, we get that tail. So maybe we can use that in a dramatic way. For a transition, that would be great. Can I just record that idea real quick? You gotta love that. Like Ableton's arpeggiator, you hit it on the downbeat and it doesn't come in. Okay, we're not there yet. Okay, I'm gonna just quantize that. Why doesn't it come in on the one? Please tell me. Somebody tell me. The thing is, sometimes, no, usually it's user error, right? Usually any problem you encounter is your fault. User error, my fault. But Ableton is just gaslighting me lately. It should be coming in on one. I'm not insane. One and two and three and four. We did very minimal editing here. This is a great sample, Sage. Good work on this. So look at that. I play this and the note comes in. What if I add arpeggiator in again? Just try again. It's okay. All right, don't worry, Ableton. I'll just do that. We'll just work on our project 1/8 note off. So what I'm going to do in that case is actually make my own sample here, so we don't have to do our whole project like that. Meaning I will just duplicate that and I will freeze and flatten it. And we'll have this as audio. Yeah, resampling it would be cool. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Perfect. But y'all can tell me if I'm crazy or if it is just this is what should happen. The arpeggiator should not start on the downbeat. All right, so I did it with that tail as well, if we want to use that. Oh, that's actually even cooler. Because we could overlap that. Okay, anyway. That's a great start. Let's jump back. I'm going to sample the other sounds as well. But want to see if we can... What happened there? I might have to do this loop again, but we'll loop 4 bars for now. This is getting fun, right? All right, all I'm going to do is capture MIDI what I just played. It was just kind of improvisational. Imperfect. I'm not ready for this sound yet. But one thing I'll also say that we can do, so the simpler is a simple sampler. Sampler is the more advanced version. This comes in upgraded versions of Live. One interesting thing we can do here is set this to loop, and we can make our instruments sustain. That sounds pretty unnatural, right? Because it's clicking. But if we set it to crossfade, we will sustain infinitely. Vlad Slavo with the 5. Thank you for the donation. Techno break. Go. Thank you for supporting the Music and Youth Initiative. Much appreciated. So let's see if we can lay something under this. I actually remember last night, if you were here in last night's stream, we experimented a little bit with the Tape Mellow plugin. Let's do that to this sample. This is actually creating a nice little air behind it. The other thing I might do as well is adjust. Let's have this be a gradual. All right, let's just grab that. I don't know. How long did I play there? So then we've got Saikai's little ambience in the background. Yo, Hanson's classes. Thank you so much for the 10. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, reminder, folks, Techno Break. All of our donations for this month are going to support the Music and Youth Initiative. Thank you so much. It's all for a good cause, so it's very much appreciated. Thank you for that donation. Hanson's classes says, thank you, my high school students are following Beattober this month with you. That's amazing. Thank you so much for letting me know that. That's awesome to hear. Best thing I've heard all day. Sorry. Thank you. That is Amelia being on it. Good job. Thank you. TAETRO the music. Gary jumped in as well. Yes, thank you. That could have been terrible. There are some things like that can happen during a live stream. I'll never forget, Nefertiti, who's not here today, maybe she'll pop in later. One time she posted that she went live, she was doing a live stream, went live on OBS. You can hit start streaming in OBS, but you have to hit go live on YouTube. So she hit start streaming in OBS, but she never hit go live in YouTube, and she did a whole stream just not live. I think that's pretty funny. I think that I can sympathize with the pain of that. All right, where did these samples go? Wow. So we have something very strong. We have that we use that. That's a bell. We have 2 bells, right? That one we used. I'm probably not going to use those what do you call it? Those chordal samples. Just not going to work for this. But these one-shot samples will. All right, so this sample is at A4. So remember, again, we have to tune it. And I saw a question about the tuner in chat earlier. What does that tuner do? The tuner is not doing anything. The tuner is just telling us. It's like a guitar tuner. It's telling us what note we're playing. So as you can see, the label on the sample is labeled A4. However, when I play C on my keyboard, it's playing close to A. It's not even quite an A. So we want our keyboard and our sample to match, which means we have to transpose. I want to get to C. We probably need to detune a bit. That is a small keyboard. It's the same size as all the Midi, the mini Midi keyboards. It's not that small. Thanks, Piccolo Black. All right, cool. It's not perfectly in tune, but I think at a certain level, that's actually pretty cool. That's not an excuse for you all out there to go make music that's out of tune and be like, yeah, it's out of tune, it's cool. Nah. It's tastefully out of tune, slightly. Intentionally. Did I make that techno jingle myself? No, the techno comes built into my live streaming mixer. This is what I kind of want to do. I want to play something that's not really melodic with this and just do it like wind chimes. R.I.P. Neff. Shh, nobody talk about it. What are you talking about? RIP Neff? We were talking about Nerf, actually. They were just spelling it wrong. It's supposed to be Nerf. All right, got it. So again, just random notes here. I'm gonna get rid of that one though. Not quantized at all. It's supposed to be like, now I've never actually used this function. I'm gonna turn on the little guide here so I can make sure I'm doing it. Probability editor. So there's the chance here. Let's turn all the chance down to 58%. Which means that the notes have a 58% chance of playing, and it'll be different every time it plays through. Don't worry, you would miss this feature because it is just completely buried in this menu that you will never see and completely tiny unless you make it bigger or watch a tutorial or watch like the update video about the chance feature being there. But it is there. Shout out to Ableton design team for making their very important features very accessible. It is cool, right? Hi, BJamin. I'm catching up with chat. I like using Serato Sampler for that. Serato Sampler is a good sampler, yes. But anytime I can use something in the DAW, then I can anytime I can use something that's built into the DAW already rather than using a plugin that I'm not super familiar with, then I do. Okay, so that's another sample down. We've done it. This is TAETRO's exact outfit right now. I matched the emote. Nice, perfect. Let's keep going. We have more samples to add.
Like softest music to attending ears. Like
Interesting. I didn't use this one, right? This is nice. And it's tuned to C. We love to see it. I'm not gonna have to do much to this. Did it. It's got that nice field recording in the back. I love that. I love combining a synth sound with a field recording. To the show House, I think if you go back and listen to the music from the show House, you will hear this sound specifically. It's a lot of like that kind of sound. Honestly, this is kind of awesome. We have to do this more often. And look, the reason that we're doing this, don't forget, thank you to Spitfire and like Pianobook for sponsoring today's stream. I'm just going to bring up what the way this idea came about is because Spitfire will often work with artists and make these really cool packs. Like this one is by Blank Forms. If you don't know Blank Forms, check them out. blank4.ms. But he does a lot of really cool things with tape and processing sounds. So basically in this pack, they've kind of captured his sound and created instruments from his sound. But what I feel is cool here is that we've taken sounds from the community and you all are making and shaping this, you know? I think that that's really cool. There's one last thing I want to do to this is throw some auto pan on here. So it is kind of moving in the wind. For an element like this, for a very intentional use of autopan, it's good. Here's what some of you do with autopan. You go, oh my god, this is such a cool sound. Let me put autopan on it. And then it's like, okay, it was a cool sound. But now it's just like awkwardly bouncing between my ears. What a lot of you end up doing with autopan. Don't do that. And it is a trick. This happens a lot, for especially for beginners. Just because an effect makes your sound different, probably you've been listening to that loop for a bit. If you listen to a loop long enough, it could be a cool musical idea, great musical idea, but you'll eventually... Autopan on the kick. I'm dead. You could get... you're going to get a little bored by the sound over time, but that's just by virtue of listening to it over and over again in the creative context. If you just leave it alone, it'll be fine. But when you add an audio effect on it that significantly changes it, whether it's a moving filter, an autopan, or something like that, your ears are like, ooh, something new. This sounds good. But it doesn't actually sound good. It just sounds different than what you've been listening to for the past 20 minutes. Great. Let's keep going. What samples haven't we used yet? I should just like check them off, right? We didn't use this one yet. We did use this one. I really don't know. I'm just gonna mark them yellow for now. I'll fix this later. We used that one. That's the one we used for the wind chimes, right? I know there's two. There's two samples. Oh, that's not... Oh, that's why. Gary, so you submitted the sample. It's not a bell sound, it's a glass. So that's why it's like slightly out of tune. That's what gives it that cool quality. Okay, cool. That makes a lot of sense.
Like salt.
All right, we did not use that. We just used that. We're not going to use this one. We did use this one. Interesting. We haven't used that yet. So let's dump this in because this is going to be easy to use as well. Now, when you're doing your samples, pay attention to your gain. We don't want a super low gain like that. But then again, we can just boost the gain here. Ooh, it's like grimy in a good way. And don't forget, folks, we are using today this custom MPK Mini, which is a one-of-one custom skin based on an original painting by me. This can be yours. It is available at auction currently. This almost is like a cello, a higher, like, lightly bowed cello. I want to do a little bend in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this is like kind of free time as well. Who is it? D Micah Street. Hey, first time on the stream live. Normally I just watch the replays. Glad to see the magic directly. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being here. And thank you to everybody else who has joined us today. If you're just tuning in, we are flipping samples from the community. These samples, if you want to follow along and download them, are available on Pianobook's Discord server. You can look at the Beattober Pack channel over on that server, and I'm going to link it right here. You can jump into that server totally free. Of course, I want to remind everybody that we are raising money for the Music and Youth Initiative. We've had some generous donations already today. We are raising money for the great nonprofit Music and Youth Initiative. They help build free music programs for youth in underserved communities, so kids can get access to instruments, recording studio equipment, as well as teachers and lessons to learn how to use those things. So that's what Music and Youth does. We're trying to raise $10,000 for them in the month of October. We are nearly halfway to that goal. There's lots of ways to donate. Beattober.com/donate. One of those ways is to donate via the YouTube fundraiser. There's 1.7K raised, it says there for now. But like I said, we're closer to 5K total, well on our way to our 10K goal. So if you can spare even $5, $10, or $20, it really helps our cause. And then if you can't donate via the YouTube link, if you go to beattober.com/donate, you can find the PayPal link to donate. Or all the other ways, like buying a sample pack, clicking the join button, becoming a channel member, which you get free stuff. There's lots of ways. One-on-one lessons with me, our cool Midi controller auctions, all that good stuff. So yes, if you're able to donate, it would be so greatly appreciated. Tiffany Anthony says, what a great cause. Thank you so much. Yes, this is our second year doing it. Last year we raised $6,000 for the Music and Youth Initiative. And thank you to our friends at Spitfire Audio and Pianobook for sponsoring today's stream. Okay, so what I can do right now, we're going to start building up some rhythm with a couple of those percussion-y samples. I'm not going to do much with this sample besides bury it and put some filter on it and reverb. Trip it out. Yo, Anonymous with the 5. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Techno break for you. Here we go. Let's let that happen. You think there's a difference, much difference with the different software? Yes. Like I use GarageBand, but should I be using something else because it's objectively better, or does it not really matter? It 100% matters. And what you should do is not yourself, like you are not equipped to go and look at all the software and say this one is better than this one is better than this one, especially if you're on your learning journey of being a producer. What you should be looking at is professionals in the field or artists that you like, and you should be watching every interview they do, every behind the scenes video that they do, all of that, and you should see what they are using. And when you start to see common threads, when you start to be like, oh, these 5 producers or these 5 artists that I like all use Ableton, or these 5 artists that I like all use Logic, or these 3 use Ableton, these 3 use Logic, these 2 use FL, you should pay attention to that. You should pay attention if they have info available about why that is. It's not always so clear cut. But what I can guarantee you're probably not going to find is a professional producer that's making stuff in GarageBand. Genius reviews. Yeah, Genius has a lot of content with like people that are actually making stuff. That said, there's a beginning stage for everybody. Like when I started editing videos, I started in iMovie. Now I use Final Cut Pro. Apple has a similar gateway for that when you're doing music production. If you're using GarageBand, a natural step up is Logic. If right now the stage that you're at, it's you feel more comfortable and you feel like you're accomplishing a lot in GarageBand, then maybe you're just fine. Or maybe that means it's time to upgrade because you're not quite being challenged enough. Because you've gotten comfortable, and maybe there are some other opportunities in other software that you should be learning. But if you imagine this, if you were about to walk into a room with professional musicians and you were going to sit in on a session, if you only know how to use GarageBand, how well are you going to fit in with that group? How well are you going to be able to be productive in that group? This has a little bit of that boxy sound in it, so if we get rid of that, and then what we can do is play with this as well. We can try to make a rhythmic pattern. Yo, Tiffany Anthony with the $20 donation. Thank you so much, Tiffany. You all are being so generous on this fine Saturday. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm going to have a fundraising update for everybody on Thursday. As we go into our final week of Beattober, I'll give everybody a final update and some announcements on that. Let's see if we can make a rhythm here. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate the 20. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Can someone give me the actual number? Like it's 1.7, but what is it actually? Oh, maybe you all can't see it because I can't even see it right here. All right, I'm just going to grab a delay. To wrap up my thought on that DAW question, though, do not spend hours and days and years deciding which one to use. Let the pros who are doing it or doing what you want to do decide for you. Oh, that person's using that. That means everything that they've done, I can do in this software. Happening. My mouse is going crazy. All right, so let's see if we can just create a pattern out of this rhythm. All right, cool. So we'll get this little rhythm happening. We're going to do a little more to it because it sounds like a little bit like nothing. A water drop makes a good component to a snare, like a good top end to a snare. Yeah, but I'm not really combining sounds like that at the moment. Find music to be much better than my last hobby, which was gaming. If for you that's true, that's great. But I want to remind everybody, please do not get caught up in like what culture tells you is a better or worse hobby. If you love gaming and you love to game, that doesn't mean that doing something that society finds productive is better. You should be able to do what you love regardless. I've used erosion here to add a little bit of top end noise. So, Carmel, if you're asking, is Ableton Live good enough? Also, should I upgrade my Ableton Lite to Ableton Standard? If you're asking that question, you're not prepared to do that. You should use what you have until you hit a wall and you're like, oh, I can't do that without this. You gotta spend way less time asking that question and trying to figure out what the right thing you should do is, and start doing things and let those questions answer themselves. Yo, $3 from Anonymous. Hello. $3 dono. Thank you so much. Round of applause. We get a techno break for that. And yo, I know what I say sounds harsh, and it's kind of different than how other content creators, YouTubers, people online that make music, it's kind of different on how those people talk. I promise you, it is for the benefit of you. It is because I want to see everybody in this community, whether you stay for just this stream, a week, a month, or for years, as some of you have. It's to see you all grow as producers. I don't want to sugarcoat things. I don't want to pretend. I don't want to just validate everything you say. Why should beginners come into the conversation and have everything they say validated? I want to encourage you to do your best. Yes, of course, but I'm not going to let that shy away. Let that make me shy away from telling you the honest truth of what should be happening. It's tough love. But instead, here's what I could tell you. I could go back to these questions and say, is Ableton Live Lite good enough, or should I buy Standard? I should say, you should buy Suite because it has everything in it. Just go buy Suite. Has everything in it. Use my affiliate code. Or I could say, gaming versus music. I could say, yeah, dude, you should be way more productive. Gamers are lame. You know, like I could answer these questions in the ways that most people answer them. Or I could give you a reality check on them. Is there a difference between different software? I could be like, no, man, just use GarageBand. You can make great stuff in GarageBand. That's not really helpful advice. I kind of like what this sound is doing now that I added that noise on top. Hi, Soul. This is a frequency shifter. Can you all hear how that's slightly changing the sound? Like this question. What's your opinion on guitar pedals? Hate them. They're the worst. Get rid of them all. I think guitar pedals are cool. I use the hologram, which I guess is technically a guitar pedal. I think you can have a lot of fun with guitar pedals. I just like on the internet we're all trained to like, there has to be an opinion on everything. This would be my advice. If you're deciding what to use what has the most learning resources available, like watching TAETRO. Yeah, that's another important point. You could go use Studio One, but are there enough Studio One tutorials out there for you to watch? What's up, Dunk Funk? Welcome. All right, I like that pattern that we did with the water drop. Let's dig back in here. I'm almost through all of the samples. I used that one, right? I believe yes. It's like a cello. This is the one we haven't used yet. Okay. Oh, gosh. We didn't use that one either? We'll go back and use it. It's like a cash register. All right, so that one, as you can see right in the EQ, has that down there, right? Listen to that specifically. That's obviously not something we want in the sound. Could you hear that? That's basically like a kick drum. So be aware of that when you're looking at samples. This is a lighter flick, so it's supposed to be more like a snappy sound. We can get rid of that. If we don't get rid of that, it's going to interfere in our mix later. So I kind of want this to be like an echoey snare hit or something. Let me hear the metronome. Like on 2 maybe? So I'm gonna have to turn off the grid, slide this over. Make some techno. I'm all set. Thank you though for the suggestion. Wait. TAETRO's saucy today. He gets that from his mom. And then the quick chime in. The quick. Never seen a chat pop in so fast. That was a little too fast, I think. Oh, my mom said, okay. That all makes sense. It's all making sense. Can you all tell that it's like we're close to the end of Beattober? That's what I wanted, like this sort of magic sound. Now, what I wonder is... That sounds very clean. Can we play with the tape mellow lo-fi plugin on this to have it sound a bit more like a sample? Just listen to the difference. It's not only a difference in EQ, it's a difference in the character of the sound. Here, how that's just kind of crispy and thin, then that becomes like a proper lighter sound. The Jungle Ruins vibes. Yes, Dunk Funk. I'm glad it's you that said that. So let's figure out where this should fit. That's not what I want. I kind of want this to happen every 2 bars or something. And we can also add some delay. And I wonder if we should add some delay to this as well and make it more rhythmic rather than a single hit. I'm kind of over it being a single hit there. How do we feel about this beat? And we can turn the feedback up because they're kind of spaced out. So let's see. Yep. This needs to be an 8-minute track, maybe. I think it has potential to be like one of those tracks that just grows and grows. So incredible to watch happen right now. It has made my day. Hey, thank you so much. That's great to hear. What does this sound like if it just comes in on the downbeat? Because something about it. Something about it. Just joined. Welcome, Wallen. I'm just going to do it like this. This sound is just going to happen. Oh, that's not really what I want to do. This sound is just going to happen every 8 bars, okay? We're going to use it sparingly. It's not a piano. This is a sample that you can go download right now from the Pianobook Discord. You're probably talking about this sound. But what's interesting is when you combine that with this, these two sounds kind of combine, giving it that top end does make it a little more piano-y. I think we used pretty much all the sounds besides one drum, so let's go ahead and add that in. We'll add some more rhythm. What time is it? It's 12:30. Let's say by 12:45, it would be great if we could start thinking about this giveaway. Okay, piano book sample. This is the one we want. It's too loud. There's no pitch on it either. I think it has potential though. So since there's no pitch on it, again, remember, you can grab your tuner and check it out. Let's go down. You see that? It's ringing at about like D sharp, which means it's got to come down. Close to C, but not quite, right? Do I plan to post this song / beat somewhere after the stream? No, it's not going to be anywhere near complete. Maybe post Beattober, this will be one of the projects that I revisit. Could do a filter envelope. I'm not seeing how the sound is going to fit yet. I'm not hearing it. I gotta wash it out because some of the tones are just too... I'm gonna get rid of the filter envelope as well. And the tuning is weird too. I'm gonna do some delay. Like everything kind of has this blowing in the wind delay quality to it, so it'd be kind of weird to not do that on this sound. Little ping pong action. Can't hear the tones. cool. What we'll do again on this to, you know, kind of mix it up, make things a little more natural. We'll go into this teensy tiny little chants menu here, and we'll bring all the notes down to say, I don't know, just guessing, 63%. To give this a situation where it's going to happen differently every time. You make good beats, bro. I want to buy one. They're not for sale. I apologize. Do you actually want to buy one, or do we live in this culture where it's like people are just like, I want to buy a beat. I want to buy a beat. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell because the amount of beats that I create and the diversity and like genre and stuff, I think makes it a not great decision if you want to buy a beat from me. All right, we've pretty much used all the samples that we could today. I mean, there's other cool samples in there. All right, which beat do you want to buy? Quant type QTS. The only one we didn't use, or the only ones we didn't use, were the ones
softest music to
that were kind of more like chords. We used this one. Yeah, we just didn't use this one, and there were two others in the Discord chat that were perfectly good as well. They just were loops, and it's hard to they were just loops, and it's hard to incorporate when you're working on a track in this way. But they're still good loops. Shout out to Joshua Ho and Omegle123. There's also in here like a fully sampled 12-string guitar as well for a multi-sample instrument. Dunk Funk donated $15. QTS, if you donate, thank you so much, Dunk Funk, by the way. Techno break. QTS, if you want to buy some beats, if you like my lo-fi beats and you want to buy some beats to listen to while you study, just donate $20 and I will send you a link to a 1 hour long or like 58-minute long playlist of my lo-fi beats. I'll send that link to you immediately in chat. Hi, Shoba. All right, this was very fun. Let me save this. How do I donate? I've never done it on YouTube. There's a donate button right below the video. Thank you, Rids. And we're raising money for charity, so your donation will go straight to charity. And I'll send you a link to a 1 hour long lo-fi playlist. 58-minute long, I believe, actually. TAETRO Totoro. Amelia. Somebody said, oh, it looks like you got your name from Totoro. Somebody said that in the comments the other day. Will you ever post your original Ableton files? Probably not. Why? You can literally do exactly what I just did. Everything I just did. You can download the exact same samples. You can watch this past like hour of music making, and you can do exactly what I just did. For what charity is the stream? Good question, Rids Guitarist. Thank you for asking. We are raising money for the Music and Youth Initiative, and we've been raising money all month with a goal of $10,000. We're nearly halfway to that goal. And you may be saying, it doesn't look like you're halfway to that goal based on what I'm seeing on screen here. It looks like you're not even close to halfway. But That would be because we have multiple avenues for donation available, including the link you see, the donate button right there on the video. It's not available in all regions though, and not everybody's able to donate through YouTube. So you can also donate through PayPal. Where's chat? Which is why we've got a PayPal link over at beattober.com/donate. Which is why all my sample pack downloads, all that money is going to go to charity this month. Which is why the channel memberships, if you hit the join button and get access to our exclusive Discord and our exclusive members only content, all that revenue is going. Beattobershop.com, all merch. Only 7 lessons available for purchasing for one-on-one lessons with TAETRO. 7 available. We've got amazing auctions happening, which I need to update this site, including, there's only 2 happening right now. The other one already ended. But the Akai MPK Mini, the custom one, we've been using it today. These are one-of-ones created from an original painting. And the Complete Control M32. That's got 3 bids. We got 3 bids and 13 bids on these, respectively. And the cause is a great one. They create free music programs for youth across the country so they can get access to studios, instruments, and teachers to teach them how to do those things, and performance opportunities, all that good stuff. I used to work in a music clubhouse. It's an amazing thing. I loved my time there. You can make some real differences in people's lives and young people's lives if they if they get the opportunity to discover an instrument, to discover that they like making music. Like, imagine if your favorite musician never discovered that they like music, how different your world would be. And yo, Quanti type shit. QTS. Thank you so much for the donation. And as promised, I'm going to send you a link right now in chat to a 56-minute long lo-fi playlist that will be perfect for your study beats. This is for QTS only. Nobody else click this link. QTS, your link is in chat right now. Thank you so much for that $20 donation. It is, of course, going to a good cause. Thank you for your dono. Nobody else click. I'll know if somebody else clicks. Thank you. Peace and love. Amelia, ban anybody else that clicks. So yeah, Music and Youth Initiative is great. That's what we're raising money for. We're halfway on our way to 10,000 to raise for them, which I think will be great if we can hit that. Last year we raised 6K, and we're well on our way to upping that goal this year. And those programs are all free for the kids to access. They're in after school programs as well. Build spaces for kids to have access to the tools they need to make music via Music and Youth. The access is important. What's even more important is the accessibility, making sure that there's teachers there, which Music and Youth plays a big part in hiring the right people in these spaces so that, okay, it's great to set up a room of guitars, but like what happens when a group of kids show up to a room of guitars and nobody's there to teach them, or if somebody wants to teach them how to play a major scale rather than the song they heard on the radio today? Obviously they're going to come back for more if they can start learning the song that they like, rather than go learn from a classical teacher who wants them to learn a major scale or something. So those people are like super, super important for that process too. It's not just about the instruments and the gear. It's about the person because for me, what I've seen, I supervised a group of music clubhouses and I was also a clubhouse director. The kids in clubhouses come back because of the vibe you create in the clubhouse, because of the relationship they build with the director usually, or the rest of the team. I had a team of Berkeley interns that did lessons and stuff. They built connections as well. Our high school added a music production elective. I wish all schools would/could. Yes, that would be fantastic. Would you make a tutorial on FL Studio? Maybe someday. They've been very supportive through the Beattober efforts. And they did hook me up with a license at the beginning, and we've been giving away licenses. So, all right, so this is what we had. Yeah, I think there's real opportunity to run this through some effects. And I think like Amelia said before, like turn it into an 8-minute long track that's constantly evolving. I think there's a lot of potential there. All right, y'all. So I'll be honest, I'm a little bit torn about how to run this today because we have 3 awesome prizes to give. Let me go to the Beattober bounty page to make sure I'm correct in what we have to give. And I'm going to also kill the track that has the tape effect on it because it's making noise. Okay. Just turn that all the way down. So we're going to be able to give away Polaris, Tape Synths by Blank Forms, my personal favorite, and Landfill Totems by Henbach. So Polaris is a great library. Orchestras recreating classic synths. Very, very cool. Very interesting. Very cool sound. So this is the #1 prize. Yo, hold the phone, though. Hold the phone. We got Thomas Cunningham dropping in with a $50 dono. Thank you so much, Thomas Cunningham, for the $50 dono. Since we've got all these donos coming in, and that just brought us to the 1.8K mark on YouTube, so that's fantastic. Thank you so much, Thomas. Here's your techno break. Thomas Cunningham. Huge. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you for that donation. Wow, that means a lot. At the end of today's stream, I will do a fundraising update because we've had quite a bit come in. So let's see where we're at with the auctions are up. The another one-on-one lesson sold. We've had all these donos today, so we'll do a calculation at the end. All right, so yeah, that's one of the prizes we're giving away. Polaris, Blank Forms, which I've worked with this pack on stream before. You all can go back and watch it, but great artist, Blank Forms. Uses a lot of pedals, uses a lot of tape, man. When I say after Beattober, I want to go into a cave and just make a bunch of stuff, I want to just bury myself in some tape and some samples and some weird effects and just go make some stuff like this. So there's that. And then there's the hang back. Is there a video on this one? Yes. All great prizes, right? I haven't seen a Tascam for 4 years. Chadwick Ryder. Here's another Tascam 4-track for you. How about this one? That one right here. Don't have as much time to use it as I would like, but what do we got? Deep. So yeah, we're going to give these away today, but they're of course meant for people who participated in this bounty. Now, in my in all the complicated nature of Beattober, I think this one was a little complex to participate in. And what I would like to do is kind of get everybody in the running for these prizes. There were a few people who made some beats utilizing the samples and uploaded them to the Discord. So I wonder, first of all, let's check out what people made. Dan Thompson music. Spooky. Pretty spooky. Great. Sage. Oh, wait, let me go. Did I miss one? No. Okay, go here. And then Sage has got a video, 2 videos. Which one should I click on? Oh, video coming soon. Here we go. Woo! I have some of the isotope plugins, so that's cool. So intense. Okay, let's do this. Cool. Awesome. So, I think it's kind of clear. We also made the SoundCloud link available. I think it's very, very clear. And if y'all want to check out that link. So we got a first place, a second place, and a third place prize today. And like I said, this challenge was very, very complicated where it was like, okay, you got to post a sample, then you got to use the sample, then you got to like make a video with the sample. Very, very complicated. So I'm going to be a little lenient on the rules here today because it was clearly very complicated based on, you know how in college when they have like rate my professor and stuff, you can rate the professor. A lot of them get low scores because they're terrible. Yo, Amelia S donated $20. Woo! techno break for Amelia. Amelia, what happened? I thought you weren't able to donate. Oh, VPN for the win. Wow. Thank you so much for that donation, Amelia. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Had to use a free trial VPN. Amazing. Thank you so much for making that happen. Pro tip for those of you who are able to donate through the donate button and want to. Okay, so anyway, you know how you take a class in college and it's like you're struggling in the class, but in the class, nobody really has above a C, or like people are struggling to even get above a D. Most people, or like they do a test, like a test goes out and the professor's like, really disappointed in you guys. The scores were terrible for this test. Nobody got above like a 65. And it's like, bro, what do you think? What do you think's the common denominator here? What do you think's the common denominator? It's you. So I'm saying that because in this situation where we only had like 2 video submissions, I know that it was just a complicated process and kind of odd requirements. So here's what we'll do. I think without a doubt, I don't think anybody in chat's going to fight me on this. But with a sample like this, a sample that led to this creative idea, and with a video as detailed as the one we just watched, with the behind the scenes and a making of, I have no hesitation in awarding our first prize of the Polaris Library to Sage Reynolds. Congrats, Sage. Congrats to Sage. Very well deserved. I don't think anybody will fight me on that. And then what I will also say is Dan Thompson Music, who also not only was the other one to create a video, but also, went ahead and multi-sampled their 12-string guitar. I think I have no hesitation and nobody can quite argue with me against awarding Dan Thompson Music the second prize today, which is the Blank Forms Library. So shout out to Dan Thompson. I think that's huge. And don't forget, this Discord, you can all jump in and join. And I always forget to do this because it says invite people. Like instead of saying share like every other platform, it says invite people. So this is the free, Discord that you can join and get all these sounds that I just used today. But then we have everybody who submitted a sample. So what I think we need to do is a random name drawing. Random drawing generator. And what I'll do is we'll do a random drawing for all the names of people who submitted to the samples in general, who submitted samples in this chain here, excluding Sage and Dan Thompson, who just won. And then we'll choose a random one. How about that? But how can I pick a name winner? That's what I want. Name picker. I don't want to join premium. Enter the names here. Let's see if this is going to work. We can work together on this. I don't want to join premium. So let's enter in all the names. Look at Moongoat typing. Moongoat about to upload a sample. Moongoat, I appreciate that, but I'm going to leave it to people who had already submitted like before we started. But thank you. We have Omegle123. We have Joshua Ho. It's going to be easier if I just type this. We have Dan won already. Sage won already. Isomatic. We have Gary. We have that Sage again. We have Mr. Egg. Mr. Egg. We have Camphoric, Horizon. We scroll up. We'll do Saikai. Please tell me if I miss anybody. Chat, you're keeping me on top of things here. Embassy. Corona. Oh boy. Okay, I was able to copy that one. I don't know how to read the Cyrillic alphabet. I apologize. Then we have Yarden. And then we have, what is that? Is it TAETRO? No, I think it's TAETRO. TAETRO? TAETRO? Who knows? We'll just exclude them because it's too confusing. All right, so we have all these entries, 11 entries that we can choose a random one. Spam me right now if I missed somebody. I apologize. Let me know if I missed somebody. Moongoat, you can still upload a video, a sample there, but it's actually better if you go to beattober.com/bounty and upload it to the Lander bounty because you still have a lot of time on that challenge. And everybody who uploaded a sample here should also upload for the Lander challenge as well. All right, we're going to pick a random name, and I don't really know how this works. So y'all are going to watch if this works in real time as it should. Number of winners once, animation show random names, remove winners from list after draw. Well, we're only going to draw once. So let's see. We'll do it in 3, 2. Can it be the same sample? Wait, what? Can it be? Yes. For the Lander Beattober bounty, if you want to go upload the same sample, sure. But actually, yeah, you can. I don't care. 3, 2, 1. Pick it. Oh gosh. This is more dramatic than I expected. And shout out to Strawberry Embassy. I don't know that Strawberry Embassy is here with us, but Strawberry Embassy will take home the handbag pack. Congrats to Strawberry. So I'm actually going to type in this Discord and announce the winners. And hey, everybody, later, actually, we will go ahead and do our beat review today. So if you could please go post your Beattober beats that you want me to check out over on the tweet that I put out today. We'll review people's beats. So go reply to my this tweet. I'm going to copy it here. My going live tweet from today. Go ahead and put your Beattober beats on that thread, and I'll review beats today. We'll do a dono update, and then I have to edit my Beattober video for today. I'll do a quick edit on stream. It's nothing impressive. It's literally nothing. Sample for TAETRO. So Moongoat, the best thing you could do is upload the audio file instead of the YouTube video. That's cool. I'll play it though. Moongoat just uploaded this. I love the energy, Moongoat. Ooh, and that would be very hard to sample too, but we could try. Ooh, what are these spicy messages? Amelia got him. Amelia clapped him quick. Just immediately getting timed out for spam. And immediately getting timed out, not even timed out for spam. If anybody pretty much asks a question that can easily be Googled, just clap them. And then look at Moongoat go. Look at the energy. Smapple for TAETRO. Who's TAETRO? And what's a Smapple? The only option you have here, Moongoat, is to say that it was intentional. You're trying to be funny. Smapple. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. People. I hope you all are having a good time on this stream. Is this good content? I can't tell. You go down here, and I'm gonna say, let's sort this out. Congrats. Well, Sage is here to @Sage for winning the Polaris library. Congrats to Sandy Aphid for winning the blank forms. Like, oh, you know what? Oh my God, this freaking server, bro. I'm on a 2-minute cooldown, so we're gonna put this. And then congrats to at Strawberry Embassy for winning. What is that Heinbach one called? Beattober.com/bounty. What is the Heinbach one called? Somebody help me. Landfill totems. All right, and I will send that. Look at Discord. It doesn't want me to send it. All right, and then I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. When I come back, I'm going to be checking out your Beattober beats. What should I throw on here in the meantime? I need like something good that I can throw up during breaks, like something that would be fun. I'm not sure what it could be, but for now, Itaewon. Let's throw on the Itaewon rooftop beat. Or let me just find a random beat here that we haven't watched in a while. Come on. TAETRO, lo-fi. I got this for you. I got you all. Here's my recent video that, if you didn't know, this is my first ever video to hit 1 million views. Just recently hit 1 million views. By the time this video is done, I will be back. Enjoy the video. I'll be right back. That's a video that's or a track that's made entirely by with samples. If you're in chat and you haven't seen that video, I want to hear from you. Just say I've never seen that video before. Email. Gosh, 2-minute cooldown. All right, cool. There's that. I don't know where chat is, so y'all could be saying crazy stuff and I wouldn't know. I have never seen that video before. Wow, that's crazy. I haven't seen it. That's my most popular video. Did I say Moongoat? Moongoat typed. I've seen it. I was coming for him. Yeah. What I am screen froze. Okay, Kartik. No. It's funny a little bit, but it's also like it's a little bit tough. Sorry, but I'm new here. No worries, Tiffany. I'm not saying like you should have watched it. I'm just curious because it's crazy to me what people see. Like, people don't even know. Like, I have 600 videos and it's just like not possible for people to even know what videos I have, which I think is part of the problem. When people are looking for information, YouTube doesn't necessarily have a way that people can easily find it. But yeah, that video recently had 1 million views, and I'm proud of that because it's not a comparison of MIDI controllers. It's not like a informative piece of content. It's a video with my music in it. So I'm proud of that. All right, here I have my tweet. And we're going to look at the replies. Oh, cool. Is this going to be a collab? All right, we got it. We got it. Camp Fork Horizon, you're in chat or what? I didn't see you. Crick, while he's gone, ask easily Googleable questions in the chat. I gotta skirt back in the chat, just see if you can all behave. Thanks so much, teacher. I got to run. I'll watch the rest of the live stream in a couple hours. It was great. No problem. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to wash the van. And I'm going to make guacamole. Those are my big plans for today. How about that? I don't mean to spam, but I'm sorry, but I would like to know, but info isn't on Google. All right, I'm going to give you the big benefit of the doubt. I'm going to take 2 seconds and I'm going to type Mini Lab Mark III Arturia into Google. Oh my God, what happened? Oh my God. I typed 3 words into Google and I got the price of the Arturia Mini Lab Mark III. Literal insanity. Help me. Help me. Help me help you. Michael. Help me help you. You're never, like, as a music producer, as a creative person, as an artist, I promise, please take this as it, when it releases, it's on sale. It's released. What are you saying? Shopping. They got the black version. They got the white version. Let's see. Let's pull up 3 stores. How many stores do you need it available on? B&H has it. Sweetwater. Oh, that's the old one. But let me see if it's on Sweetwater. It'd be odd if it wasn't. Look at that. Add to cart. Free 2-day shipping. It's on pre-order. Here. It's on pre-order. Why does it matter? You don't need to know if you're going to get it tomorrow or the next day. So the thing I'm going to say to you is, if you want to make it as a music producer, as a creative, as a thing that's already hard to make it as in this industry, in this in capitalist society in general, I promise if you are not able to solve your own problems and figure out how to Google something and get the information yourself, you will not make it. If you're relying on people like me to answer your questions, if you're relying on getting in on this chat to answer your questions, it's not gonna happen. So tough love. I know it's harsh. You got to figure it out. Peace and love. Peace and love. That's what I did. LOL. You're in chat asking, what are you talking about? That's why I'm asking you. I don't understand. If you already did it, why are you wasting time on my stream and asking me? It makes no sense. You go to a site, it says pre-order. What are you, like, waiting? Never mind. Never mind. Peace and love. Peace and love. I need to know the exact date and time that it's available and that it's going to be delivered, because that's when my music career is going to begin. I have a question that I can't find the answer on Google. Do it, Stutter. Do it. Set me off. And then we're going to listen to this, what I imagine is an amazing collab by Bishop and D. Major. Go. Does the Akai MPK Mini Mark III break easily? You're timed out. Good job, D. Major and Bishop. Absolutely awesome collab. That little solo at the end, Bishop, crushed it. I didn't see it coming. We got the Machine Brothers over here. Nicely done. And please don't forget, that is a great nomination for Beattober Awards. Beattober.com/awards. We have amazing prize packages. I think the best collab prize package is really good. I don't want to misspeak and say it's the wrong prize package, but maybe I'll announce them this coming week. If you feel like you fit into one of these categories for Beattober, jump on in, nominate yourself or nominate somebody else. And the best collab, the prize package is for Collabor 1 and Collab 2. Like there's two sets of prizes for the two collabs. And you also will each get one of these cool control freaks that were created by my mom. Stutter, when the timeout comes away, you can tell me if you were trolling, but I had to do a timeout on that one. Kartik. This tom sound kind of really doesn't fit in the mix. But cool cinematic approach. With cinematic sounds, mixing goes a long way, especially because it adds to the realism when we're using digital instruments. If you spread things across, using panning is important. Like if you imagine you're looking at a string section or an orchestra, you have maybe violins over here, cellos are further back, that sort of spatialization. So that helps the mix. Just be careful with some of that percussion stuff, because percussion's at the back of the orchestra. It may be loud, but it's still at the back. The instruments are still going to sound brighter and more full and in front. Where that tom sound sounded like it was literally like in my ear, pounding at the door. But cool. And Kartik, I got to ask you why. You have some phone with a camera where you're able to take cool dude selfies and cool dude photos. Why not use that camera and make a proper beat video instead of just a visualization like this? Just a question. And the Serial Isle says, glad I didn't ask my Akai MPK 3 question. Go ahead, ask your question. I won't ban you. You can ask it. I don't know if Stutter was joking with that question or not, but I timed him out because you guys got to not get caught up in questions that is any professional person that uses an MPK Mini Mark III talking about how it breaks easily? Yes or no? If you don't see widespread conversation about that, then that's your answer. You don't have to have somebody directly answer your question if the evidence is all there. Now, what you'll probably see is random people in forums saying it breaks so easily, but what you're not seeing is people say that they just don't take care of their shit and that they dropped it off a top shelf. You all saw me the other day drop an MPK Mini off this shelf, and it was totally fine, hitting the hardwood floor. So it's fine. But if you're caught up in these kind of things, like it just makes me question if you even want to make music, or if you even want to pick one up, or you're just asking the question for the sake of asking it, or you're just looking for every excuse to not do it. Tiffany says, I have to run, but thanks for such a great charity drive. I'll be watching you much more. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I appreciate it. Don't forget that we've got a 24-hour live stream coming up on the 29th to the 30th. So mark your calendars, and don't forget, more info on my Twitter and Instagram coming soon. Do you think Push 2 is still a competitive piece of hardware? Absolutely, Miles, because It's the only controller designed by and for Ableton Live. So for sure, there's things with push 2 that you simply cannot get the same control over with another controller. I swear the question I asked earlier was serious. I'm desperate and I can't find the answer on the internet. Except some sketchy reviews, but I'm sorry for bothering. It's not bothering. It's just going to benefit you. If you're scouring along on the internet for this question, and that is your like the question that's hanging on your should I buy it, should I not buy it list, like if that's your process for decision making overall, again, it's going to take you a very long time to get anywhere close to being good at music production. If something is a huge issue, widespread issue, something you should be concerned about, when you Google it, it's going to come up. If you said you spend hours search, like I could search for, here's what I could do. I could search for hours and hours. Is the MPK Mini actually an elephant? If I type that into Google, I can't find the answer. Is the MPK Mini actually an elephant? Oh, I cannot find the answer. Before you buy it, watch this MPK Mini review. Okay, I'll watch that, but they didn't say anything about if it's an elephant or not. Is it still worth it? Okay, nothing's saying is it an elephant or not? Like, yes, you can ask Google any question, but if you kind of made the question up in your head and nobody else is talking about that question, you're not going to find the answer. And that is the answer. I can't stress this enough. I don't know how to better illustrate that point. And I'm not talking to just Stutter in chat because there's other people that have the same process as Stutter. I think it's actually mostly a zebra though, because it's black or white. Yeah, and that's the thing. You'll see people arguing about whether it's an elephant or a zebra. All right, Dunk Funk is making music for a game, and it's way too loud in my ears. Musically, it's great, and I love what you did with the percussion too. But I will say, it did feel like a relief when all those instruments dropped out and just the percussion was playing. And I think a lot of that comes down to mixing. Like that lead sound is so loud. But it doesn't need to be so loud in the mix because it's such a higher register lead sound. It can come down in the mix and be fine. But musically, cool idea, and I like this little animation too. And I like your whole Beattober concept, you know. If I'm Dunk Funk and I somehow like maybe I hit the lottery or I came into some money, I would hire maybe like an artist or an animator / artist on Fiverr or something and have them illustrate like a super simple like video game world map based on like a little bit of criteria, and have it be like a 30-minute long video where there's 1-minute long tracks, but you zoom into the map, you click on an area and it plays that theme. Then it zooms out, clicks on another area of the map, and it plays the other theme. Something like that. That would be a lot of fun. Strawberry Embassy is in chat. It says, hey, thanks. Hey, thank you, Strawberry Embassy, for participating in that Beattober bounty. Appreciate it. Make sure you just send me a DM over on Discord with your email. All right, Camphoric Horizon. Guitar vibes. Whoa. I love this one, but there's something off about it. Well, you probably could realize what was off about it as soon as we got to the end, and it was just the guitar and the beat, right? Because the guitar and the beat together sounded good. When that bass comes in, even though the bass line is a good bass line and the sound isn't even that bad, it's just so overpowering that it takes over the whole thing. You take that bass, you lower it down, you do some side chaining, and you have a nice little beat idea here. So good job, Kim Fork. But yeah, and there's some notes about the mixing here. I think it doesn't take that much to just like pull the bass back a little bit. It also depends on your speakers and your headphones. You should know your speakers and your headphones that you're working on. If you have a pair of speakers that doesn't carry a lot of bass frequency, doesn't throw enough, but you know through listening that anything you mix with those speakers tends to be too bassy, then you start correcting for that even though you can't hear it, you know? Ayush. Wow. Wow, Ayush, great work. First of all, it's a good video. The music is pretty fun. Ed Sheeran vocal chop, that's cool. And I like what you did with the inclusion of the photos because it makes it more interesting to watch. All right, Sofa Dude. Strawberry Embassy. I will take care of that Monday or Tuesday. I'll be getting all the licenses out, connecting with Spitfire. Collection of sounds. Could have got a B section though by this minute in. Question about sidechain. I mean, the real quick thing, and And the real quick opposite, the real quick definition or use that you'll see me do a lot in my beats is taking the kick, a signal from the kick, and then you set up a compressor over on something like this guitar sample so that when the kick comes in, the sidechain compressor ducks the sound of the guitar according to the kick. This, a lot of times, helps your kick pop out a lot more. All right, who submitted that I didn't see? Do you sync? I don't know what it means. Tarrant, help me. I don't know what it means. Rago, I see the ones that I missed. Don't worry, I see them. So that sidechaining situation helps in your mixes because it can help things get out of the way of certain things. No. The answer to the same question is no. Nice. That was actually really beautiful. Ripping and roaring on the bass. Well done, Sty Bander. And never too late. This was posted 5 days ago. Never too late for Beattober. You could smash it out of the park. All right. Serial Isle asked a question about sidechain compression. Here, we're going to do it very quickly. We have this cool sample happening here, right? We're going to do this so fast. Where's my master volume? And let's get this drum track going. Now there's nothing on this kick channel, right? Let's find a kick sample. Let's find a kick sample. And, oh my God, I just want to find a kick sample, please. All right, this is just for an example anyway. So I'm going to put a kick pattern here, a 4 to the floor kick pattern here. Let's just do a very simple one like this. There's going to be a kick on every beat, right? We're going to duplicate that across so that it's always happening. Boom, 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 boom. Hear that? Now, what we do is we set up a compressor over here on the synth sound. But we're not trying to compress the synth sound. It's not what we want to do. We want the compressor to receive a sidechain signal from that kick. Now you can see that 4 to the floor kick is triggering this compressor, which is, if I solo this sound, at an extreme level, is ducking that sound. You probably hear this in a lot of like EDM music and stuff. Doing it very lightly and doing across different elements in your beat. For me, I do it a lot on my lo-fi beats to make that kick cut through. Sometimes people even do it on vocals. People do it on vocals when they want to make sure the vocals are coming out over a certain instrument or something. Stybander donated. Yo, Stybander, fire beat, my friend. And thank you for the $10 dono. Let's go back to let's give you a little techno action. Techno break. But Stybander, what's going on over here? You have other Beattober beats? Yes. Is this Beattober as well? It's from October 3rd. Oh, Oh, so there's other cool things to find over on Skybender's page. Is this like the old gen launch key? Because all I'm going to say is all you people obsessed with MIDI controllers and like, oh my God, the latest MIDI lab came out. I have to buy it. Meanwhile, Stybander is over here rocking this older launch key, making fire. Showing that it doesn't matter. Great stuff. Nice. Please go follow the pages of the artists that you hear from and that you like. When we do these beat reviews. In fact, maybe even look for a collab partner. If you both are making Beattober beats, that's a great entry point to do a collab to try to go for the Beattober award. Coming up, we'll have a fundraising update. Stay tuned. Day 17 tripod is coming tomorrow. Good to know. The bass line is cool. That kick drum is nice. Milo says, sorry I missed the stream. I was scorekeeping our son's baseball game. Now, if it's your son's baseball game and you're the scorekeeper, sounds a little biased to me in my opinion. But did they win? Did they win? Did they win? All right, I'm trying to come up with some calculations for y'all here. Oh. Wait, we're at 1.9K. I didn't even realize that. It's Naruto's beat. Splitting it. Jamming out to it. Good job, my friend. Can't wait till you're able to get some legit like tripod action in on that. I think it'll be great because the music is there. So now you add some cool video, you'll be good. Okay, now 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it. I'm adding up. I'm giving you all a donation update, so give me a moment. I'm doing this as best I can. Blame Joe if it's wrong. People came through and bought some more sample packs. I'd like to see that. I got to add that number. People came through, bought another one-on-one lesson with TAETRO. That's going to add to our number. The mini lab auction. Let's double check that. And did I miss anybody's beat? You can type my name in chat if I missed your beat. Michael Sane, thank you for hanging out with us today. Sorry I roasted you. Let's go to our. Do we have? I need to get our background music back. But let me see. Where did the Arturia mini lab? Arturia mini lab. And at 247.50. 247.50. Okay, let's throw that in there. Jesus, it made it all bold. Okay, and let's check the other auctions. Don't forget, we've got two other. That one ended, but we've got two other auctions happening. MPK Mini is at 193.50, so I'll add that in there. 193.50. And what's the M32 at again? 152.50. Okay, so some moves being made. 152.50. Great. I couldn't find the sample packs on the site. Are they in the merch section? No, the sample packs are at http://taetro.gumroad.com. Is that true? Let's test this link. Yes. There's all my sample packs. They're all there. All right. So as you all know, we've been raising money. We are trying to raise money for the Music and Youth Initiative. And we have a new total for you here. We're raising money through all the different ways you can find at beattober.com/donate. And I will have an updated number for you right now. Oof, my friends, we're so close to halfway to our goal. We are up to 4,495. 4,400. Oh gosh. And that's with these auctions that aren't done yet. I didn't check the merch numbers either if anybody purchased merch in the last 24 hours. But 4,495. Thank you all so much for your generosity. We'll see if we can ramp things up. If anybody wants to throw it in, like, could we even get this to 4.5 today? With another $5 dono, who can say? Getting it to a 5K would be great soon because, like I said, I know things will ramp up at the end of Beattober. We'll do a live auction during the 24-hour live stream if anybody wants, whoever wants to bid on this SP404 crochet plushie. Milo says, let's get these other two keyboards up to 300 each. That would be fantastic. The cover is an original painting by me. It's a custom skin created for each controller based on a scan of an original painting. But yeah, purchase sample packs if you can. Become a channel member. Hit the donate button on the video. Dopamine Fix coming through. Thank you so much, Dopamine Fix, bringing us up to a clean 4.5 total. Thank you so much, Dopamine Fix, for that. Wow, amazing. I got some other tricks up my sleeve. A possible limited edition collectible coming. I just copped a mug, says Nefertiti. Love to hear that. Thank you so much. Have the full updated number next week. And to be honest with you all, I'm falling a little behind Beattober wise. Yesterday, I kind of alluded to, was a little bit of a weird day. And I think what we need to do, or what I need to do, I was sitting in a waiting room yesterday and I actually made a beat on the Note app. Because I was like, let me take advantage of that time by making a beat on Ableton Note. So I did that. I'm going to get rid of this sidechain and forget that I even did that. Hit Command S here. So I was in waiting room 1. Let's open this up. Ableton's new app. I'm sorry for the dumb question. It was just time sensitive. I promise it wasn't time sensitive, my friend. And I promise you already had the answer for it. So I think you still don't kind of get the point of my response, but hey, it is what it is. This is the beat I made in the waiting room, which is kind of crazy that I've just opened it now and I made this on my phone and now opening it live in Ableton Live. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Oh, but this is not I saved it to my computer. That's the cloud version. It's not that different, but it's just like, did a little arrangement of it, threw the mastering chain on there, did a little bit more mixing, including sidechain compression, by the way, which we just talked about. Just something short like that. That was all I was really able to come up with yesterday. Michael, so the reason I responded that way is because if you are so panicked and reliant on the exact date a MIDI controller comes out, then your whole system is broken. The whole system is broken. It matters so little about this particular MIDI controller coming out on this particular day. I promise you, it matters so little. And the information was already out there for you. That was my point. The information was already out there for you to find. And it was time sensitive. So not only are you telling me for you, it was for some reason time sensitive, you're telling me that the only possible way you could get the answer was from me on chat, which I did a Google search, the same exact Google search that you did. So the whole system for you is broken right now. And I want you to be able to have a long career as a musician, as an artist, because it is a long journey learning and doing all this stuff. But it's just going to be harder and harder if you don't fix that, like whatever is broken in your system that made it seem so urgent and that made you not able to Google something. So I know, again, I'm going to say my answer sounds harsh, but that's the reality of it. And I'm not going to just let it slide. Because you're a viewer and because I want you to stay subscribed and because I want you to like watch the videos. Like, no, I'm going to tell you the truth. Doesn't mean I respect you less. It's just like, that's my advice. Okay, so right before the stream, I quickly shot a video for this where I played the melody on my phone. I exported the track, first of all, that little loop. I played the melody on my phone, so you'll hear this with my TV playing in the background. I'm playing the melody, so I just manually lined that up. And then I walked over to the computer and I played the drums. Or I played the kick and the snare. Whether it's time sensitive or not, Michael, has nothing to do with it. What it more has to do with is the fact that you didn't need to ask me the question because it's a Googleable question. So I've got these two clips right now synced with my track. And they're kind of drab because they're just right out of the camera. I used my Sony ZV-1 for this. My small point and shoot camera. So they're looking a little drab. So the first thing I'm going to do is boost the exposure. Not too much though. And I'm going to pull down on the dark a little bit just to add a little more contrast. I also need to boost the saturation. So now it looks like normal colors, right? Boom, normal colors. This shot is especially dark because I'm not by the window. So I might, and what I just did was, I wish Live had a similar feature. The effects that I just put on this video, the color effects, I copied this clip, but I Command-Shift pasted on this clip, and it pastes only the effects onto that. I wish Live had that in a musical context. So for this one, I'm just going to boost up the exposure a little bit more. Okay, and that's fine, but it's still a little boring. One other thing I did in this video, in this footage, if I can find it, C2607. As you can see, this is all a bit of a mess here. I also just quickly put my phone in front of the camera. This is in the 10 minutes before the stream, by the way. So this is me rushing to try to make a video. All right, just like show off a little something interesting here. Just throw this in. I'm not going to sync this up or anything. It's just like a cool little shot to put in. Like this. All right, I was trying to scroll through the tracks, but it wasn't working, so I'm going to go here. That's fine. It's just a nothing shot, but it's something to cut to make it slightly more interesting. Again, pasted the effects. You can see the color is a lot more brighter here. And then, so what I've been doing is just jumping into my previous projects. And these adjustment layers are what gives me the pull in, push out motion. So I'm going to copy these two adjustment layers. You're going to see what they do. this first adjustment layer, you can see now we are zooming into that shot. That's happening here on this layer. Again, just makes the video slightly more interesting to watch with some motion going on. And then this layer is a zoom out motion. All right, one more adjustment layer I'm gonna grab is this one. This doesn't have motion on it, but what this does have is a LUT, which is sort of like a filter. If you think of filters on Instagram, a LUT is like a filter on Instagram. So it's just gonna enhance the color a little bit more. I'll show you before and after. After, before. Wow, big difference. After. Just makes it a bit more cinematic. There's a couple other color boards here which are brightening things up a bit more too. So this is part of like making your process easy when it's like things I can copy and paste between each project. I don't have to do the color every time. Let's have this end on that downbeat. This is obviously a lot simpler than my other Beattober videos, but this is all I could accomplish today before the stream for today's beat. So that's just a little quick bonus video editing here at the end. I'm going to export that and send it over to my iPad. And when I get off stream, I'm going to post it. So you can all go refresh my Instagram page maybe. But this has been a very fun stream. Shout out to everybody who won something today. Ayush with the Retweet bounty, as well as our winners of the Spitfire Audio Pianobook bounty. Congrats to you all. Thank you all for participating and sending those samples into the Pianobook Discord. That was a lot of fun. Next week, we've got some fun stuff on the docket as well. 24-hour stream is coming up. 7 days from now, we'll have our 24-hour live stream. And yeah, if you can, find ways to donate, including picking up merch, including picking up sample packs, all of the above, all the good things. And that'll be it. I'm looking forward to the rest of your Beattober beats. Make sure you nominate people for Beattober Awards, beattober.com/awards. And that's all I got for you today, folks. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Saturday. Next live stream will be Thursday. No video tomorrow because I posted 2 videos this week and I've streamed 4 times this week. We streamed Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and now Saturday. So if you want to go watch some content from me, please go watch one of those streams from earlier in the week. Or some of you who haven't seen some of my videos, including my most popular video, maybe go in the channel and just find a random video to watch. But that's going to be it, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you all back on Thursday. I'll be on Instagram and Twitter and stuff between now and then, so connect over there. That's it, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one.